Welcome back to my mom's Half-Boy channel.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do a Q&A, all the questions that people ask me on my Instagram post, so that I can just answer. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're just gonna do a Q&A and answer some of the questions that I got in my Instagram post. So some of them were like repetitive and really similar, so I'm not gonna answer all of them, but I wrote some down and we will go through and answer them. The first one is one thing I hate. That's kind of broad, so I don't know if it's like they're asking like a thing or like just, you know. But I would have to say maybe I hate entitled people that complain about everything like the world is after them, but they're not willing to do anything to change it. And I feel like you see a lot of that on social media, and a lot of like just pity party, poor me, you know, I can't do this, I can't do that. But I'm like, you're not ever posting about anything that you're doing to like change your situation. Like, you know, people don't just walk into the world and, you know, make all this money and do all these things, and like you have to work for it. It takes a lot of time and like energy that some people just aren't willing to put in, but they like to complain that they don't, you know. So that's annoying. My favorite high school memory, there was a lot. Like I had so many good friends, and like 90% of them I'm still friends with to this day, and some still, you know, they're extremely close to me. You know, one that I hung out in high school with a lot, she is the godmother to one of my sons. The other godmother to one of my sons, we didn't really hang out that much in high school, but we've been friends since kindergarten. So sometimes I forget that like she wasn't there for like a few years, you know. It was weird. But yeah, I would just have to say like playing sports, probably. Like that was the best times of my life, even though I hated it at the time, as far as like going to practice and like I gotta go run and do all this stuff. But it was the freaking best, like the most fun ever. Memories that I'll like never forget, friends I'll never forget. So yeah, I'd have to probably say like just playing sports and hanging out with all my friends. Let's see, why I started YouTube. Why not? I don't know, because it sounded fun, and I'm just like, I'm the type of person that like is all over the place. So I'm like, I'll see something, I'm like, oh, I want to try that, I want to do that. Like I think I don't know if I have ADHD, because I'm not like hyperactive per se, but like I just like want to try new things all the time. I just like to have fun and be like immature and do things that are just make me laugh or that I enjoy. And I just figured that I don't want to like, why live a life with like regret? Like I want to start a YouTube channel and like talk about makeup and random stuff that I like. Like why not? Like nothing's stopping me from doing that. It's not like I'm one of those delusional people that are trying to be like famous on YouTube or like make this my job. Like I go to college, like I'm gonna have, you know, another job, and this is just for fun. But I love it. Like I think I don't know if I'll always do it, but probably will to some degree. I just like to talk, so why not just go on YouTube and talk to people, and especially about things that I'm like passionate about and have fun. Like I play with makeup. I love buying makeup. I'm not even good at it, but I like doing it, so why not? But I do want to get more into the aspect of like not makeup, as far as just like real life stuff that I want to talk about, but it's like kind of hard to talk about. But like I want to like break through that barrier of like being scared, or like people are gonna judge me if I say that stuff, or you can't say that, you know. And I'm like, fuck that, I'm gonna say whatever I want. So more stuff coming as far as not makeup stuff. Makeup's easy. Makeup's light and, you know, easy, and nobody's really gonna judge you. Or I mean, they might, like, that bitch don't know how to put on the fucking eyebrows or something. Like, well, fuck you. But, you know, real judgmental hate about other stuff, I'm like, nah, I don't care. My friends know where my heart is and like the type of person that I am, so I don't really care about anybody else. But I think a lot of people will be able to like identify with a lot of the things that I'm saying. So, and I think a lot of people don't say it. So I'm excited to go down that road. Kind of nervous, but excited. Am I gonna get a pet? Or are we gonna get a pet? Yes, eventually I would like to get a dog. But we have like 3 little puppies right now, you know. Their names are Aria, Adonis, and Mateo, and they are a lot of work. So the hard thing is I don't really want a small dog, and I think we can manage a small dog, but I want a big dog, and those are like, they're like a lot of work. Like, you can't just, like, when we go somewhere, we have to find people, you know, our moms or whatever, to, you know, watch our 3 children, like, let alone, I'm not gonna put a large dog on them, like, that's a lot. So either one, we get a smaller dog soon, or we get a bigger dog, but in a few years. So I don't know. Yes, we are, but not right now. What's going on with Practically Magic? That's a good question. But me and Antonia are gonna make a whole video on that. So I don't really want to get into it because I want to save it for the video. But we'll like discuss everything that's going on, how we feel about it, what we're gonna do, where it's going, where it's not going, and yeah, that'll be coming out soon. Like, give me a couple weeks and we'll get that out so we could talk about it. Would you take anything back in your life? I like to sit here and say like, no, everything's an experience and I don't regret anything. I'm like, that sounds good, but like, if I had to pick something that I can change, I would definitely say that when I was younger, I wish I would have paid more attention to my finances, because I think we'd be at a different spot, especially if we both did. Like, that'd be nice. But we're trying to, you know, fix everything and, you know, right all our wrongs and fix any mistakes that we made. And, you know, in your early 20s, you start to get a little more money and you don't really know how to handle it. And, you know, my parents didn't really teach us too much about money. Not faulting them, it's okay, they taught us a lot, but not too much on that. And I would hopefully like to change that with my kids and teach them how to manage their money better, so that they don't have to go through this and, you know, have to learn the hard way. But that's the biggest thing I would probably change. If you were president, what would you change? Oh my god, like, if you know me, and I know like people hate this, but I'm not a politics person. I can't be. Like, my energy just can't go into all of that whole aura, like, is just so like negative to me, and like secretive, and like so much we don't know. They only are going to give us so much, and that just like bums me out and like scares me, and I just don't like to dive down that road. And the type of person that I am, like asking questions, wanting to, hey, why is this, why is that doesn't make sense, blah blah blah. I'm like, if I was president, they'd end up assassinating my ass, because I'd be poking around, you know, indoors in the White House and looking in safes and trying to get answers and have all the files open. Like, they don't want me in there. So I'm not gonna go down that road and risk my life. So don't worry, not gonna be president ever. What's your favorite type of music? Honestly, if I had to pick one genre, which obviously that's hard, like, but if I had to, I would probably say R&B, because so many of my other genres, they have such like an R&B feel to me that I think I would have to go with that one. Because I really like reggae, I love R&B, I love hip hop, but a lot of the hip hop is like R&B-esque that I listen to. I love country, which can, you know, remind me of R&B quite a bit. So I like love songs and feel good music, so I'd have to say R&B, but I do listen to like rap and rock and all that stuff. Last question, what made me get out of active duty? So I signed a 6-year contract for the Navy, and I got out at 5 years and 9 months. I got out 3 months early in order to start my school semester on time and not have to miss that whole semester. So honestly, I always knew I was gonna get out. I always knew I was only gonna do 6. I mean, unless something like drastically changed while I was in. But I went in with that intent fully. I never thought I was gonna do, you know, 20 or whatever. Kudos to the people that do. But yeah, I mean, I joined to go to college for free and get paid and be able to focus on school and not have to worry about like a financial burden of, you know, living life. So that's the whole reason I joined. So nothing changed in the 5.5 years, you know, I had children. So If anything, that just strengthened like the choice of getting out. And also, I was extremely close to my grandparents. I lived with my grandparents since I was like 16 till I left, pretty much. And my grandpa passed away when I was in boot camp, which was really hard. I had to fly home, come back, go straight back into boot camp, and then that was in November. And then the following July, my dad passed away. So at that point, I was like, all I have is my mom and my sister, and I wasn't willing to like be away from them anymore. Like we wanted to come home, and I had every intention of not staying in the military when I left, but I didn't want to come home. Like I wanted to go start a new life somewhere else and live like at least in San Diego or something like that, be far enough away but close enough. And once we had the babies and the family, and I lost my dad and my grandpa, and I was like, we got to go home. I got to be close to my mom because I missed out on too much being gone. I missed nieces and nephews' birthday. I didn't see my nephew be born. I missed out so much with my niece. So I was like, I just want to go home. I want my kids to be around, their aunts and uncles and grandmas, and like nothing was gonna be more important than that. So that's definitely why I got out, and I do not regret my decision. Although sometimes I miss like the structure where you're just like, you don't have to think. You know where to be, you know what to wear, and it's easy peasy. Not that it's easy, but you don't have to think about it. So yeah, thank you for hanging out with me and listening to me talk. And yeah, tonight we're gonna actually film Anjanae and my friend Joel doing the 1 chip challenge, so that'll be super fun. Stay tuned for that. I think I'll post the video next Friday. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys for my makeup video on Monday. Bye.
Yeah.